Attorney Soroki?
Yes.
Okay, you can start bringing out the ones that you're ready on. When you bring them out, can you tell them to make sure their device is on mute, please? We are
Okay.
we are live on YouTube, okay?
Very good.
And that way I can I'm gonna start opening court. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey. During today's court session, there will be no eating, no driving, no smoking. We ask that you no sleeping or no talking as well. No use of no wear of the head garments unless it's for religious purposes only. And please make sure that you are properly dressed as well. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, and good morning to you all. Thank you for your patience today. I do apologize for the delay. Are we ready to proceed? Good morning. Are we ready to proceed on the Beauchamp matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Ralph Kesmerick, P29637, attorney for Mr. Beauchamp.
Give me one moment so I can call the case. Okay. Now calling the people versus Cordell Beauchamp, ticket number P13174456. One count of driving with revoked license, ticket number 13174457. Operator or front seat passenger failure to wear safety belt. Please state your appearance for the record.
Yes, Ralph Kesmerick, P29637, attorney for Mr. Beauchamp.
And is Mr. Beauchamp present or are you?
Yes, I see him on the Zoom. He is muted though.
Will you say your name for the record, please?
Cordell Beauchamp.
Thank you. Today is the daytime set for.
Yeah, today's set for trial on this matter. The officer has failed to show. We are ready to prepare for trial. We ask make a motion to dismiss on this matter, Your Honor.
Okay, and this case had been adjourned because prior to, was the officer here the last time, but we didn't have a prosecutor, is that correct?
I'm not aware, Your Honor, of what happened last time. I do not recall. I know we put it over.
Okay, one moment, please. Okay, the court has verified that an officer has not checked in either in person or on Zoom. The matter was set for trial at 8:30 or 9 a.m. It is now 10:08 a.m. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
Mr. Cordell, you're free to go. Your case was dismissed. Attorney Soroka.
Mr. Soroka, who are we ready to proceed on?
Well, you have to wait for him to come in. Oh, let me bring that.
Attorney Soroka, are you here?
No, not yet. The next one we're gonna call is Trooper. I don't want to mispronounce her name, but she's here.
It's Trooper Gazarians. I know it's hard to pronounce.
There you go. I don't want to
It's okay.
mispronounce it.
Gazarian,
Gazarian. Yes, ma'am.
here on the Baldwin matter.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Baldwin.
I'm trying to bring them out now. And Ms. Cole wrote an offer in there and talked to her about what Mr. Soroka too.
You're aware of the offer, Trooper?
I am. I think if it's the same offer that we talked about potentially, but could you remind me?
Yes. It's the same one.
Same. Okay.
No, she crossed that out. It's gonna be guilty as charged.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess you would be okay with it because it's guilty as charged.
Yeah.
No delayed sentence. Okay. Mr. Soroka, are you back? Can we proceed? Mr. Soroka, are we ready to proceed on the Baldwin matter?
Your Honor, everyone that is in the courtroom, I'm ready to proceed on.
Okay, now calling the people versus Owen Tyler Baldwin, ticket number X 405-7213. One count of failure to report an accident. Please state your appearances for the record, starting with the officer.
Trooper Margaret Gazarians with the Michigan State Police.
Yes. Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. And what's your name for the record, sir?
Owen Baldwin.
Please speak up.
Owen Baldwin.
Today is
Yes,
the
Your
day
Honor.
of trial.
Defendant wishes to have the offer. He'll be pleading to the ticket as charged.
Okay, Mr. Baldwin, you had an opportunity to speak to Attorney Soroka. He advised you of your rights,
Yes, ma'am.
and did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you anything, force you, or threaten you in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You pleading guilty on your own free will,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, turning your attention to June 4th, 2022. Were you driving in the area of 75 and 94?
Yes, ma'am.
Did an accident occur on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you report the accident to
No,
police?
ma'am.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied. We will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Baldwin. Mr. Baldwin, the fee in this matter is going to, your fines and fees are gonna be $220. Can you pay those within the next 2 weeks?
Not in the next 2 weeks, no.
All right, I'll give you 30 days to pay. You can make the payment on April 17th.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you're unable to pay by April 17th, show up on the Zoom and I will hear what you have to say as to why you didn't pay, and we may be able to grant you an extension. But if you don't pay and don't show up on April 17th, there will be a warrant issued for your arrest. April 17th at 8:35 a.m., sir.
All right,
If
thank
you made that payment, then you don't need to show up. Everyone set? That concludes this hearing.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am.
Phones on mute, please.
Thank you,
Unless
ma'am.
there's questions in the Barlow matter, you're free to go.
Oh, I think the rest of these. Can
Ms. Pratt, please mute your phone.
What?
Please mute your phone.
Ready to proceed on Stacy Baker, now calling the people versus Stacy Reggie Baker Jr., ticket number P 1377562, 1 count of driving unregistered untitled vehicle, 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Stacy Baker.
Yes. Your Honor, Mr. Baker wishes to accept the offer of prosecution and be pleading to reduce charge of improper plates on the no registration and dismiss no insurance.
Mr. Baker, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki. He advised you of your rights,
Yes, ma'am.
and did you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you, force you, or threaten you to take this plea today?
No.
You're pleading guilty on your own free will,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you put your hand down. Turning your attention to August 4th, 2022. Were you driving the 2007 red Pontiac in the area of Linwood and Washington?
Yes.
And did you do something to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
And when they pulled you over, did you have proper plates on the vehicle or registration?
No, not at the time.
Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
And do you stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Baker for improper placement on the reduced plea of improper place, and will dismiss count 2. On count 1, the fee is gonna be $220, Mr. Baker. Can you pay that within the next 2 weeks?
I can have half of that in 2 weeks.
Okay, can you, in 2 weeks, when you have half, come down to the court to make that payment and then make a payment arrangement to have the rest of it paid by, or you know what, just make the payment, you can make it online and just have the rest of it paid by April 17th.
April 17th. Okay.
Because it's the weekend. I gave it a business.
So April 17th is gonna be due, and if you don't pay it by then it's gonna be set for a review date, a review hearing in my courtroom on the same Zoom at 8:35 AM. If you've had that paid, then you don't need to show up for that review hearing, but if you haven't, then you need to be here.
Okay,
All right, have a good day.
you too.
Attorney Soroki,
Yes.
do you need Mr. Goss for anything before he goes?
There's one ticket we do not have an offer on, and that, let me see which one it is. Okay, I don't know if it's Frederick Blunt. Maybe it's Frederick Blunt.
Yeah, he's here for a trial.
Yes.
Yeah.
The offer
Yes.
is gonna be blockading and improper plates.
You guys are on YouTube.
Into the disregard red signal and improper.
You know what, just the, he only has three
Dismiss,
matters.
no insurance. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so just the blockading.
Okay. Blockading, what about improper plates? You still want that too?
No,
Okay, just blockading. Very good. And the blockading is on the disregard red signal?
yes.
There you go. Okay. I'll tell him.
What about Carlos? You have one for him too, attorney?
See, I think that's the only one we didn't have an offer. Let me see here. There's a couple people in the waiting room I didn't get a chance to talk to, but, or one
It's
person
only
anyways.
only one other person, and that's the Carlos. That's why I was asking Carlos. But
I have to
don't wanna-
find
Benavides.
Carl, what's his last name? Or,
It's B.
He's on page 1.
page 1. Okay. Benavidi, yeah. Yes, I would need an offer on that.
Sir.
Say it again, say it again.
No offers. I need to speak to the officer.
Yep. Oh,
Okay, so that will have to give him a pre-trial date or a trial date.
Who was that?
Benavides.
You still have this time.
All right,
no,
I'm ready.
All right, now ready to proceed on Michael Allen Bell. Please have your camera on if you don't already, and please feel, please, sir. Now calling the People versus Michael Allen Bell, ticket number U 636-20122. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defender. What's your name for the record?
Michael Bell.
Yes. Your Honor, I did not see a police, I'm sorry.
Yeah, today is the date and time set for trial. How would you like, are we
Yes.
ready to proceed?
Yes, defense is ready to see. Police officer has not appeared. Defense moves to dismiss.
One moment, please. Okay, so the court has verified that an officer has not checked in on this matter. This matter was set for trial at 8:35 a.m. Therefore, it will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bell, it just means that the people can bring this case back if they so choose, but as of today, it's dismissed. You have a good day.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're free to go, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Next, I'll be calling the Broaden matter. If you don't have your camera on, please turn it on now. Make sure you're seated. Now calling the People versus Christella Denise Broaden, ticket number P1376241. One count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your appearance for the record, sir. One moment. Ms. Brandt, are you lying down in bed?
No, ma'am, I'm sitting up. I'm sitting up. My camera is just slanted. I'm sitting up.
Okay, please keep in mind that you are technically in a courtroom, virtually in a courtroom.
Yes,
Ms.
ma'am.
Corsella, she wasn't speaking with you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I apologize, Ms. Broaden, but I kind of got distracted here.
That's okay.
Now recalling this, Christella Denise Broaden, ticket number P1376241, one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Christella Denise Broden.
Your Honor, I did not. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Soroki.
I'm sorry, I did not see a police officer checked in this matter. Defense moves to dismiss as a trial date, and it's now 10:25.
Hawks was here for a while. He had to go check into another courtroom.
Okay, Ms.
Okay.
Broaden, your offer is plead as charged.
Hold on, Mr. Soroki.
Okay.
Ms. Broaden,
Yes, sir.
where's Dennis?
He's not here with me. He should have been in court.
Okay. No, he's scheduled here. I was going to dismiss this case if Dennis showed up.
Who is Dennis to you, Ms. Christella?
My nephew.
Okay.
Can you hold on 1 second?
Yes, sir.
In the show. May it please this honorable court, Dante Goss, P60162. I'm sorry I didn't put my name on the record beforehand, Your Honor. Ms. Broden, I spoke to the officer. He's willing to dismiss this matter. However, you need to let your nephew know that he still has these remaining cases.
Okay.
And this is a one-time deal, so you need to make sure you know people have a driver's license before you let them use your vehicle.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I learned my lesson.
Agreed. And it's hard to know. They may even show you that they have a license, but if you know, we know our family. So you know the family member who typically does keep a valid driver's license, don't allow them to drive your vehicle. Not to mention, if they get into an accident, it's not covered by insurance.
Right, right.
All right. So pursuant to the plea agreement, Ms. Broaden, you have gotten a really, really good break. I'm going to dismiss this matter without precedent. Please contact your nephew and let him know that he still has, no, he doesn't really have time to show up today, but he needs to contact the court immediately to reschedule his court date, or he'll have a bench warrant.
I will let him know that.
Oh, this is a trial.
He will have a bench warrant.
I will let him know. That's on him. I'm good.
You're free to, right, you're free to go.
Oh, God bless you all.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Okay.
She had one, he had four.
How do I don't know how to get out.
I will let you out. Don't worry, Miss Christella.
Okay.
On page 4. Mhm.
Same thing.
That'll be Jamaica. Jamaica
Bannerman.
Bannerman.
Now calling the People versus Jamaica Nakia Bannerman, ticket number P1373047. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P37441, the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Jamaica Bannerman.
Yes. Your Honor, we ask the court to dismiss this matter per the motion of the prosecution based upon valid documents.
Oh, so she does have the proper insurance now?
Yes.
Okay, and also the officer didn't show up, just for the record, to reflect that this matter was set for trial at 8:37 a.m. There is no officer in the courtroom, either virtually or in person, therefore this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. And thank you, Ms. Bannerman, for doing the right thing and getting your insurance before your court date. Your matter will be dismissed, ma'am.
Okay.
You have a good day. You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
Anaya, are you ready to proceed, ma'am? Now calling the People versus Anaya Maxine Bradford, ticket number P1381466. One count of driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, one count of driving while license suspended. Ticket number P1381463. One count of expired plates, one count of no valid registration certificate, and one count of no insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am? Hello?
Anya Bradford. Anya Bradford.
And we have an officer present on this matter as well.
No, Your Honor, not that I know.
He's here.
Oh, he's here?
Would you like to
Okay.
state your name for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Sanchez, Detroit Police Department, badge 3423.
Thank you. Today, time set for trial. Are we ready to proceed in this matter, Mr. Soroki?
Yes, Miss Bradford is going to accept the offer of the prosecution. She'll be pleading to unregistered, untitled vehicle and a reduced charge of failure to display on driver's license suspended. The other 3 tickets will be dismissed.
So the unregistered, untitled, she's gonna plead as is, as charged?
Yes.
And all 3 matters on ticket number ending in 1463 is gonna be dismissed?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Bradford, you had an opportunity to discuss this opportunity and your rights with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand your right?
Yes.
Did anyone promise you anything, force you, threaten you, or to take this plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, and so I'm gonna turn your, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. I'm gonna turn your attention to August 17th, 2022. Were you driving a 2008 GMC in the area of Davidson and Conant in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
and you did something that made you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day?
I'm sorry.
Did you do something on that day to make you come in contact with Detroit Police Department? Yes or no? Did you have contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and when you did get pulled over, were you able to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
You gave them a valid driver's license on that day?
Yes.
All right, I can't accept the plea of guilty for this. Mr. Soroki, I'll set this for trial.
Today is the trial date, Your Honor. Miss Bradford, you had a valid, your driver's license wasn't valid on that day. Is that correct?
Yes, no, I'm sorry. I did, no, it was expired, but I did give him my license.
Okay, I asked if you gave him a valid driver's license. Giving him a driver's license not valid doesn't mean anything here in Michigan, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So I'm gonna try this again. When you came in contact with Detroit Police on that day, were you able to provide a valid driver's license?
No.
Okay. And was the vehicle that you were driving registered?
No.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
And do you stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court is going to enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bradford for driving an unregistered untitled vehicle and also for the amended charge of failure to display. I'm going to assess a fine of $220 for each. So that's a total of $440. Are you working, Ms. Bradford?
I am not. I'm on fixed income, Social Security.
Would you be able to do community service in lieu of your fees and fines?
Do community service to, I'm sorry, you said, I didn't hear the last part.
Community service, instead of paying the $440, you can do community service instead?
I'd rather just pay the money because I don't live in Detroit anymore.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay the $440. Actually, you said you're on a fixed income. I'm gonna give you 60 days to pay just because I don't wanna clog up my docket knowing that you probably won't be able to make both of those payments, but I do expect for one payment to be made in the month of April and one payment to be made in the month of May, and you'll be back here. Well, you only have to come back here on May 15th at 8:35, only if you have not made those payments. And it will be May 16th, I'm sorry, May 16th at 8:35, only if you have not made the payment.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yes, ma'am. You said the total.
The total is $440. So that's $220 on the failure to display and $220 on the driving while license, well, driving unregistered vehicle. So you do understand that if you don't pay it by May 16, 2023, you need to appear back on this Zoom at 8:35 a.m.? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you go onto 36th District website and either pay it online, and you could make payments online. I don't believe you have to pay the whole thing. If you do, if it forces you to pay the whole thing, you are welcome to come to 36th District Court and enter into a payment agreement, as long as you have the entire amount paid by May 16th. That concludes your matter. You're free to go.
Yeah.
Officer Sanchez, thank you for your time. Bye.
He left already.
Yeah, he did.
Miss Lisa, please put your hand down. We'll call on you when it's your turn, okay?
The officers or other officers.
I brought him out. We have Robert Bozer for Bennett.
And then Bozeman's officer didn't show up.
Who was that? Bozeman? Bennett. Bennett's here for 2, but Brewster did not show.
All right, now calling the people versus Robert Bozeman, ticket number P1381439. 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor, 1 count of dirty, obscure, improperly displayed plate. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the officer. Corporal Bennett, are you there? Okay, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P374441, I'm here on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Bozeman, can you state your name for the record, sir?
Robert Bozeman.
Your Honor, both these
I'm
matters.
sorry, wait, Mr. Soroki, we have Corporal Bennett is here now. I'd like him to be able to say his name for the record, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department, Your Honor.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Mr. Soroki, how would you like to proceed in this matter?
Your Honor, defendant has provided valid documentation. The prosecutor provided an offer to dismiss both charges. We move to dismiss, accept the prosecutor's offer.
This is a great deal, Mr. Bozeman. I want you to make sure that you keep your proof of insurance and all other information pertaining to your vehicle in the vehicle with you at all times, okay, sir?
I certainly appreciate that.
And your matter is being dismissed without prejudice. You have a good day.
You too. Thanks a lot. You all take care.
Thank you. Corporal Bennett, I don't think Mr. Brewster showed up. Hold on, Mr. and Mrs.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, so Miss Brewster, last name Brewster did not show up, Corporal Bennett, so you are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. Thank you.
See you, Bennett.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm missing somebody. I have a file for Blount, but I believe.
They're in the breakout room. They're still in the breakout room.
Oh, he hasn't talked to him yet?
I'm not sure.
That's up for trial.
Yeah. And
I know
the
that
officer
he has
was
an
here.
offer Benevides, or well, he didn't get an offer. No. The officer still here too.
They told me I can call him back.
Mr. Soroki, did you ever speak to Carlos Benavides about the fact that he's not getting enough? I believe that the prosecutor said that there's no offer on that one.
He was giving him a trial bill.
No, I don't think I haven't had a chance to talk to him. I pulled all these people out of the room. I think he's the last person left. I didn't have that opportunity, okay. Your Honor.
We have Frederick.
What about Frederick Blount? Am I able to pull him out now and take care of his matter or no?
Frederick Brown?
Blount or Blount. It's Blount.
Okay, let me see. I think I talked to him. Let me see here. Yes, he's ready. Yeah, I just got the offer on him, actually. I think.
Does he know what the offer is?
No, I don't think so. I was just giving it on the record, when I came back into the courtroom.
Okay, so while the court finds the tickets for Broadnax and Brandt, will you go into the breakout rooms and speak to those two so that we can pull them out and handle all those four matters? I'll call Brandt, Broadnax, and then Baskin.
Did you say Stephen Brown?
I did not say anything.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll go talk to those individuals, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So you're gonna talk to Benavides and then Blount.
Blount, right, exactly. Okay.
Thank you.
You are.
I need Lisa Britt. I need Andre Watt. And Thea.
She was arraignment on the bench.
Hello.
Good morning. What's your name?
Ashley Bracewell. Good morning.
Ashley what?
Ashley Bracewell. I was in the Zoom meeting, but I got kicked out off the internet for some reason.
Okay, so did you get a chance to talk to the attorney yet?
Yeah, yes, I got a chance to talk to an attorney.
Did he tell you what the prosecutor was willing to offer you?
No, he said he was gonna try to get it for dismissed.
Okay, well, we have to wait for him to come back to see what the offer was, okay? So